Okay, now let's just talk about this movie that is currently on Netflix, and the movie is Leave the World Behind, right? And it is all in the title, Leave the World Behind, because we will have to leave the world behind sooner than you think. So all of these material things that you work so hard for, or you do whatever to achieve, you will have to leave it behind. Right? At the start of the movie, we see the color blue. The color blue represents the Most High Creator. It represents these ancient gods. These ancient gods are coming back sooner than you think, right? We are not alone, and we were never alone. So these ancient gods are definitely coming back. Right? Now, there's a lot of talk about civil wars, right? Racial divide and all of that. Understand, I don't know who is going to be fighting in that civil war, but a lot of us will be leaving this world behind. So between starvation, between nuclear bombs, I don't know who is going to be fighting in a civil war, because we will be leaving the world behind. Pray that you are found worthy. Let's keep it moving. We also see in the movie another prominent color, the color red, right? The color red we can best describe as a color of fertility, a color of rebirth. We have the mythological bird, the phoenix, that destroys itself in fire but raises again from the ashes, right? Pay attention. Now in the movie, we see an oil tanker rolled up on shores, right? Now this movie is giving ocean, sea undertones, right? And it's for a good reason. This oil tanker has the name White Lion. Now it is said that there is a ship by the name the White Lion that brought the first set of African slaves into Virginia in America in 1619. It is also important to note, not all black people that came to the New World is from Africa or of African roots. Black people were all over the world before slavery, before Columbus, right? Another point is not all black people were enslaved. A lot of people find that hard to believe. Not all black people were enslaved. We will be living in a massive exodus. We will be leaving this world behind in a massive exodus on ships. Pray that you are found worthy to leave. So I don't know who is going to fight in their civil war, right? But we will be leaving on ships, the people who are found worthy. Now in the movie, we see this little girl, Rose, and her name is associated with the fallen. Rose is associated with Aphrodite. They keep dropping all of these breadcrumbs in the movie. Now Rose have a thing for friends, which takes me back to Matthew Perry, and I did the video about it. I'll leave a link where I made the connection with the movie, with one of the Batman movie, that shows me that there's going to be a nuclear war. Now understand that these people have to bring a cyber attack. It has to happen. Right now in the UK, the British Library is under a cyber attack from October. Their website is still not up. So they need to bring this lockdown with a cyber attack, because one, they need to have a case to go to war. Two, when everybody is locked down because there's no light, water, gas, and a lot of snow outside, these portals are going to be physically opening. You're going to be seeing entities coming in. And there'll be no communication to warn anyone. Some will see, some won't. Right? So this cyber attack that will be happening is a multi-purpose one. And they never let a good crisis go to waste. Right? So it has to happen. And in the movie, we also see an eclipse. And we know in 2024, America will be getting an eclipse, a very serious one that will mark the start of something and the end of an era. That's what we're seeing over here, right? So people, you need to pay attention. and understand things are not going to work out or you think it is going to work out. It's not going to happen that way. Things are going to get supernatural. We also see the animals, because just like the days of Noah, right, these animals will try to tell us what's happening. Now pay attention to the stag in the movie, this massive stag, and it takes me back to this orange deity, Cernunnos. So all along in this movie, it is giving me fallen. It is giving me entities coming back. And that is what I do well. Entities, angels and demons. They're letting you know we're going to get a cyber attack. We're going to get nuclear war. And entities are coming back. Right? You know, I don't do long videos. I don't mumble and fumble. I just get to the point. Right? And an interesting part in the movie is the character played by Ethan R. Clay. When he says he's just a worthless man. I am a useless man, I should say. Because his phone is not working, the internet is not working, and there's nothing he can do outside of that. And they are pleading and begging people who have their supplies to help them. And that is what you don't want. You need to have your supplies ready, right? Because no one is responsible for you and your family. An interesting story in the movie that the young girl Rose was telling her mother was about a man who was told about a flood. And because he served God and he prays, he turned down all the help. Now, when this man drowned and he met God, he said to God, I pray to you every day. I thought you loved me. Why didn't you save me? And God said to him, I sent you a radio report, a rowboat, and a helicopter. What more do you want? A lot of you Christians are going to question God. Because when you realize things don't work out the way you think it's going to work out, when God has already sent the message out, He's not sending the message to the people who you want to hear it from, so you believe the message is worthless. But understand, we are in a spiritual battle. We are not alone. Things are getting ready to come on this earth that men's hearts will fail them. A cyber attack is imminent. It has to happen, right? That is how they're going to make the case for World War III. And they got to get us back into a lockdown, a mini lockdown, while these portals open physically for these entities to come on out, right? We already have some, more is coming. We need to pray and seek the face of the Most High. Let us pray and say, glory be to the Most High.